was really, and a lot of times I'm doing other projects along with it and doing other things, and you know, so it's hard for me. Yeah. We do have. I have process pictures of the conference table. So we'll look at this. Well, actually, yeah.
You want to jump ahead?
I want to just, yeah, let me talk about this for a bit. I want to set up this, I want to find those pieces. All right, talking about tops. You notice I said Andrew Wilner designed this. He's a friend of mine who's still alive, but he became the gatekeeper, and he retired as the gatekeeper. Before he was a gatekeeper, he was one hell of a furniture designer. So when they started getting out of it, I did a lot of his work. Did a lot of his chairs, a lot of his tables. I did this. Now why I'm showing you this is because of the table, the top itself. Instead of being plopped on the top of the base, it kind of cuts through. And instead of being wood or glass, it's aluminum. And the aluminum with the mahogany, this Honduras mahogany, really works out well. It's a lousy picture because it's one of my snapshots of lots of years ago. But there's holes drilled through here and through the aluminum and into the top. It's really locked in. It's really locked in. When I carved it, I had a piece of plywood in there the same thickness as the aluminum. This is also a technique I use when I have glass, because you have to make up for that curve, right? You can't stick a piece of glass in the outside curve isn't sweet anymore. All right. Yeah. Good. So this is how I did the legs, the bottom part of the legs here. And when I was doing this one, it was late at night, listening to the radio, and I realized that every time I did one, the song ended. I went to the other side, I did one, the song ended. Then I try to keep up with the songs. Per leg, 4 songs per leg. So here's my template. Now this is a good example. On this piece here, I might have 9 templates like this. Templates that go on to here to get that curve, this curve, so on and so forth. So let's say this is the leg. And drill a hole. We got to drill it. So we're going to drill a hole here, and then we're going to clamp it down. Oh, while we're doing that, let me show you this. This piece here, and I'll pass this around. All right. This piece here is, since it has holes, right? It's actually the inside piece. One that doesn't have holes is the outside piece, right? So I wanted to get this curve uniform with all of it, right? So if you see that piece of plywood here, all right, so we could put this in. I may put this whole workbench in my back pocket. This is one nice workbench. So let's say we're here, right? We take our router here. We don't have any way to plug it in. We take our router. It's got a top bearing, right? We take here. We just kind of zip, flip it over to zip, and we do that. And then we'll pass this on. guys can pass it around if you want to see it. Now, I did the same thing for you guys on this leg. So,
Some kind of switch.
this is a leg, okay? Now, if you notice, I put that like that, now I've got that, now I've got exactly the same thing here, route. Then I have that, like that, route it. Now, we can put this in here, like that, tighten this up. Now we're going to clamp this in here. I do like this bench. I know the guy who made it too. I was in a show with him a couple times, and he said to me, "Why don't you buy one of the benches?" I said, "Can't afford that. It's one sweet bench."
What, the Doden?
He didn't do that.
It's one sweet bench. So you guys use a scrub plane? All right, so we want to remove a fair amount of wood, and I guess I don't have it set very deep. But
I've only used one for flattening rough lumber.
I use my scrub plane for all kinds of stuff.
While you're doing that, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can.
Have
I
you-
can do this and talk at the same time.
Do you have a preferred way of toning the cambered thick bevel on that blade?
On this, I don't have a set way. The more pronounced it is, you can get deeper cuts, but they're more narrow.
What makes that a scrub plane? I'll show my stupidity.
Oh,
There's a couple of
that's a great question, because most people don't run across a scrub plane. And I've done a fair amount of work with Lee Nielsen when they have tool events. They invite me to have a couple pieces with tools. And Dennis, I said, you know, everybody's using this to flatten wood. However, I use it a lot for my sculpting. But in answering your question, it's like holding a gouge, because the blade is pretty much cambered like that. It's like sticking a gouge in here.